Health Systems welcomes you to this broadcast of high school varsity volleyball. We're at Fort Loramie High School today, where the New Knoxville Rangers are in town to take on the Fort Loramie Redskins. Today's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney Oglaze Audio, NKTelco, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Minster Bank, Holman Interiors, New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kinnear Custom Fabrication, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Shelby and Dark County, Superior Aluminum, the Rushi Inn, Busher's Meats, Finishing Touches, Francis Manufacturing, Hoeing Service Center, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Malmer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's, Western Ohio Mortgage. Now, let's take a look at today's keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Well, first for the Knoxville Rangers, they want to be able to execute the game plan, and they want to play quick and they want to stay focused, as the next one indicates here, and stay and play intense. They've been doing very well this year, staying focused and not letting things rattle them, and they want to serve aggressively. They know if they can get the ball out of system on the Fort Loramie side, it will affect their offense. On the other side, for the Fort Loramie Redskins, they want to stay focused and disciplined in their style of play as well. They like to play quick, and they want to utilize their blockers and keep their offense off at the various hitters to keep the offense spread out, if you will. Also, we want to be able to serve receive. Coach Rogers is a little disappointed halfway through the season that maybe defensively the serve receiving is not just where it needs to be, and continue to improve. They're halfway through this 22 match season. This is match 11, and there's some small things he said we just want to keep working on, build upon, and play the second half a little bit better than we played the first half. Although first half, both teams ironically are doing very well. We have just one loss between the two coming into this match.
Yeah, and this is the 11th match for Fort Loramie. It's only the 9th for New Knoxville, so the things are just a little out of balance. But there's your starting lineups. I think we're going to have them coming up on the screen now. Brought to you by Grand Lake Health System. There's the starting lineup for, and Sydney Oglaze Audiology will be bringing us the starting lineups. My fault. There's the starting lineups for the Rangers. And we'll flip and we'll go over to the starting lineups for the Redskins. They're on the floor now. And hopefully we'll be able to give them to you as we roll with each play as we move forward. So right now, back to serve for New Knoxville is Ellie Gable. Handled by the libero. Hit there by Grundish. The next feedback goes by Avery Henshin. She gets it to go down for a kill for the Rangers. Point for the Rangers.
Avery Henshin averaging just over 3 kills per set, and the Rangers like this rotation. Ellie Gable serving again. She served the most serves for the Rangers, so they've been in this formation, if you will, the most times and most successful to get repeat serve attempts.
There's a attack by the Rangers that's wide outside, so point two goes to the Redskins. And going back to serve for the Redskins will be Jada Drees.
84% on the season for Jada Drees.
And there's a cut by the Rangers out of the middle, a little wide, so point to the Redskins.
You're also trying to work around the middle blocker of Kenzie Holscher. You see her right there in the middle. Couple double blocks, but Holscher is a force to be reckoned with defensively.
There's a hit into the net by the Rangers. No good. So point again for the Redskins as the Redskins move out to a 3-1 lead.
3 hitting errors, attacking errors so far for New Knoxville.
Dries still serving for the Redskins. Heitkamp, the libero, right there in front of her. Played there by Waterman. Shoot set, back to the back. Played there by a couple of Redskins on the floor. Flutterjohn with a hit out of the front row. Long. Point goes to the Redskins.
Flutterjohn, a rare attack opportunity with an injury to Gretchen Dwenger a couple matches ago. Flutterjohn slips from the libero to an attacker, so has not had the opportunity to hit many from that spot, but has the ability to convert.
There's a dink across there by Halscher. Leffel had that one blocked back. Set there. Now a push to the back row by Maurer. Dinked in the middle, picked up by the libero. Blocked at the net. Hit across by Putoff.
Long volley. Neither team really getting some good swings on it, so opportunity and a long volley nonetheless.
And hit the superstructure. Saved there on the outside of the court behind the up official stand, brought back, but it was hit too hard off of the up superstructure in the top of the gym.
That'll be another hitting error for New Knoxville. It's 5 of them here. All 5 points for the Loramie Redskins have come via the attacking error for the Rangers.
And there is a hit by Henshin.
Kill for Avery Henshin. Her second got it right between Dries' fingertips. Just not able, Dries wasn't, to field it cleanly.
Leffel back to serve for the Rangers.
I mentioned Ellie Gable leads New Knoxville in serve attempts. Morgan right behind her at the second most serve attempts on the season.
And that one is hit, I believe, by number 6, Mackenzie Halscher. She ricochets off of a Ranger into the ceiling and can't be played.
She comes in averaging 4 kills a set and a very impressive 389 hitting percentage. And got a good swing there, and the attempt by Morgan Leffel to field it actually hit the ceiling again and came down too quick for the Rangers to recover.
There's one hit out of the back row by Henshin, and hit in the front, hit by Avery Henshin out of the offhand, and gets it down off of the deflection by a Redskin.
3 kills for Avery Henshin here. None hit extremely hard, but just in the right spot where Fort Loramie couldn't get a good reception on it.
And a nice shot there by, I believe that was Halscher, out for the block, and the Rangers couldn't play it, so killed.
Good set by Maurer as they ran a wraparound, and they do that very well. I had them earlier this year, and even last year they tend to run that slide or that wraparound attack, and it's very difficult to defend.
Kenzie Halscher serving. Blocked by the Redskins. Leffel with an attack. And now off of a block. Nice shot by Summer Hoying. Hit it hard off the hands of the Rangers blockers.
Summer Hoying's just a freshman, and take another look at it here. She'll finish it with a strong attack. She comes in under just 2 kills per set, so very good numbers for the freshman, number 20, Summer Hoying.
And Halscher to serve again. Leffel plays it.
Good pickup by Riley Heitkamp.
Leffel off of the floor. Picks one up, and a nice shot there by number 13, Maya Maurer.
I think it was 17, Hannah Ratterman.
Sorry.
In a pinball action there by the Rangers. Okay. Timeout on court. We'll take another look at that last play here. This is, I think, the long volley. There's that effort you mentioned, the pinball action, and then the Redskins will eventually finish it right there. I believe it was number 17.
I thought it was Maurer, but okay.
Maurer's a setter.
Yeah, I know. But
we have 2 number 13s on the court today, one for the Rangers, one for Fort Loramie. Both of them are the setters, respectively. Both teams run a 5-1 offense. So Ellie Gable for New Knoxville, who, again, talk about new positions, was an attacker her first 2 seasons on varsity, and went to a setter this year. And Maya Maurer, a longtime setter for the Redskins. On the other side of the court, both those girls right around 10 assists per set, which you can expect both on your numbers. New Knoxville 12.6 kills per set. Fort Loramie just behind him at 12.5, and you got to figure of those 12.5 kills per set, most of those assists are going to come from either Gable or Maurer. Once in a while, maybe get libero that will bump set one, or someone may hit it on the second hit, but most of these kills are going to come via the assist from each team setter.
Okay, Halsher serving again. Played by Flutterjohn. Hit off of a block there by Henshin. That's Carson, and down for a point.
Her first kill of the set. She comes in leading the team in kills per set with 4, and a good hitting percentage at .473. New Knoxville gets a big break following the timeout. Much needed stop of momentum, if you will, against the Redskins.
Put off with a hit. And
that
goes
was
off.
Summer Hoying, 20 again.
Yeah, Summer Hoying, yes.
Freshman that time, again, solid contact, and results in her second kill of the set and a 6-point lead for the Redskins.
So Summer Hoying, a 5'11" freshman in the front row, making her presence known. Set by Gable. Kill by Henshin. Carson.
Her second, good rotation there, good touch by the Rangers, and it makes it a little bit easier, if you will. They get a good bump there.
Melissa Waterman serving.
Or I'm sorry, from Leffel. Then that went to Gable to set, and then Carson Henshin able to finish it. And those are what you call playing in system.
And there's a serve that's into the ribbon and falls to the floor on the Rangers side. So
a rare miss for Waterman. She's a 94% server on the season. Doesn't miss many. Misses that one, though, unfortunately, for New Knoxville. They go back to, remains again now a 6-point lead for the Redskins.
Grace Rose, a special server, is in for Loramie. And that one just long, and I mean just inches long.
First service error of the game for the Redskins. That's her first error. They haven't had any hitting errors, any unforced errors, or any service errors. New Knoxville, on the other hand, has committed 6 errors, 5 hitting and 1 serving.
And there's one in the far right corner, a little push shot there by Jada Dries, and it goes down for a point.
I believe that was a wraparound again. We'll take a look here as Dries didn't go with velocity, but went with spot. And you can see the defender for New Knoxville, I believe it was Leffel, beginning to suck up to the net, and good heads-up awareness by Jada Dries, a junior, to find the opening for the Redskins.
Hit there by Putoff on the strong side.
Her first kill. It was a good volley there, but Ava Grudich serving again. She by far leads the Redskins in serve attempts. So if it's been the same lineup all year, they're in this spot a lot because she's been serving, leads the team in attacks, or I'm sorry, service attempts.
There's a hard shot out of the middle. Played all the way back on the out-of-bounds line of the basketball court, but not enough power to get it back over the net. Point to the Redskins.
Third kill for Mackenzie Holscher.
Grudich backs to serve again.
Grudich on the season, 94% serving with 24 aces, and
there's a shot by Avery Henshin back into the RC, and no one home there as it falls in for the Rangers.
Similar to what Jada Dries did.
Precisely.
Recognized the opening. This time Avery Henshin didn't have a lot she could do with it, had to kind of get it over, but placed it in the deep right corner.
Yeah. And there's an ace by Gable as the serve could not be handled there in the back row.
19th service ace for Ellie on the season. Comes in at 92% accuracy from beyond the service line. Again, has the most service attempts for the Rangers this season.
Dries with a roll shot. And there's a shot by Avery Henshin to the RC again along the sideline. Gets down, point Rangers.
Another replay here. Same spot as we saw her finish her last kill, but this time it got there at different miles per hour, if you will. The first one was a roll shot. That one
a little more
attacked with a little bit more RPMs or velocity. Nonetheless, 5 kills in the set for Avery Henshin as service error for the Rangers. They're second.
Okay, so Gable's service attempt goes wide left.
Remains a 6-point lead. New Knoxville has not been able to get many repetitive serves to try to cut into this lead. Loramie got that gap there that New Knoxville took a timeout with, and then it's been basically back and forth since that 6-point lead.
There's a shot by Henshin out of the middle that bounced off of a block played by Flutterjohn and then handed back to Henshin for a hit. So 15-10. That
good net play by the Redskins, as they again have had their hands on a lot of New Knoxville attacks so far here this set. That time New Knoxville able to clean it up, if you will, and then return a hard hit off of a defender's forehead, I believe it was.
Yes. There's a roll shot to the outside, and there's Henshin with another shot down in the RC. Nobody home. Ball touches inbounds. Point goes to the
Good play
Rangers.
by Ellie Gable, digging up the pass that was a wraparound attack and had to play it off the net, and a beautiful job of bump serving or some bump setting it out of the net.
There was a swing by Putoff that was rejected. There's one that she swings, it goes out of the back row. There's one by Henshin out of the back row. Gable and a dink to the middle.
So she doesn't attack many. I take it back.
It was not a point.
Sorry.
It was dug. It was pancake saved up.
My fault. I took my eyes down.
So did I. I thought it had fallen inside, but someone shot out of the back row and made a great pancake save.
Tough break for New Knoxville. Great effort by the Redskins. I didn't, like I said, didn't see it, and maybe we'll get a look here. And it looks to be like it was a clean play. I'm not trying to get the uniform number on her from a distance. I'll have the guys in the van help pick that.
Might have been Grudich. I am not positive. Anyhow, back to serve now is Putoff.
That's a big swing. It would have been 15-12, and that goes back to 16-11.
There's a block play, and there is a wide hit there by Poing that went just a little outside on the right side, just a little wide on the line.
Redskins have been very active defensively, picking up loose balls, if you will, or attacks, and that time they don't finish it off. They commit just their second error of the set, their first hitting error. So the first time they've hit one either out of bounds or in the net here in game number one. Pretty well clean game for the Redskins.
There's
another pinball shot.
And there's one hit hard, played by the Rangers out of the back row. And that one did not clear. So I think they're going to, called four attacks by the Rangers. Point goes to the Redskins. Score goes 17-12, spread of 5. And right now, back to serve is Kenzie Holscher, number 6. That
one caught the line. It appeared to be floating deep, but boy, it really lost momentum near the end and lands right on the 30-foot mark. Holscher, 18 aces on the season and serving very good, 95.7. So she keeps the ball in play. 18 aces now on the season. And back to a 6-point cushion.
There's another one played out of the back row. Gable has it. Henshin with the attack. There's one that's blocked by, I believe Henshin and Waterman in a combo block, and that's a stuff block as it goes off of the Redskins on the bounce back.
First termination block by either team here in game number one. There's been some good touches at the net, but the first for a point. Quinn Schultes with the serve receive.
And there's one that trickles off of the ribbon, goes down by Holscher on the right, on the offhand position.
Fourth kill of the set. That
right
is her
on
season average.
Right on the line. Back to serve now, I believe it's Maurer.
Maurer 96% on the season, very good at keeping the ball in play. A little out of system here right now by both teams. Knoxville will try to go to work. Waterman, who hit it on the, well, there's a kill for the Redskins. Waterman had attacked it on this side and then ended up going to the other side for the next attack. We'll see how that last, maybe replay that last one if we could, or
if we can.
Not for sure how that finished.
The truck guys got it. There was a bump of the post, and that kind of, there's the nice save.
Okay,
nope,
so Dries.
Too deep into that one. That was a little earlier. So, okay, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Our bankers are working hard day and night to provide the support needed right now. Even while we're apart, we're proudly working together, with you and for you. We believe there's more, much more, to all of us than these tough times. We see acts of compassion and cooperation all around our communities, and we're proud to be a part of it. And as our family of banks come together under our Park National Bank name, we promise you, we're all in this together.
Okay, NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school volleyball on NKTelco Channel 3 or on 503. This game will be broadcast on September the 26th, Saturday at 2 p.m. and Sunday the 27th at 6 p.m. Just make those notes and check accordingly. You can also watch these games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelcosports.com or .com sports. There's one that maybe could have been called on a one-hand serve. There's a deflection. Gable to Henshin. That's Carson, and Carson gets it down off the block.
Number 3 with 3 kills in the set, and a good volley, if you will, there following the timeout. Tried to break momentum for Fort Loramie. We're down by 7. I think that was the biggest deficit the Rangers had bed in, and they're going to get a break here on a lineup violation.
On a rotation violation there by Loramie. Coach Rogers kind of leans in and said, tell me again who this was and what did we do? So
just a third mistake by the Redskins here in game number 1. They played very clean.
Heitkamp with the dig on the back row. And
Jayla Dries, her third kill.
With a nice hammer out of the on-hand side.
Right between 2 Ranger defenders, and when you hit it pretty hard, it doesn't give the defenders a lot of time to react. It's either right at you or it's by you. In that time, it split the Rangers' defense.
Grace Rose serving again for the Redskins.
And good touch at the net by the Redskins. They're getting back on the overplay.
Another dig out of the back row by Avery Henshin. Free ball across. Nice kill attempt by Putoff. Out of the back row comes Henshin. Putoff again, and that was long.
Just missed.
So
good volley.
Putoff's shot there, final one there, was just a little long, as she had 2 attempts in this sequence, and the one was really a rock, and this one is just a little long. There's a service that goes off the hands, out of bounds, point, Rangers.
Rangers were down by 7, now it's 4. See if Rogers will take a timeout here if New Knoxville retains the serve. Henshin with her first ace of the set.
Leffel with a hit, and that's well played out of the back row by Halsher.
Be a free ball though for New Knoxville. Good chance here for offense. Boy, they pick a lot of stuff up tonight, have the Redskins, or this afternoon.
That might have been out, don't know. Chased it back, facing it.
There's a touch.
There's a touch at the net by the Redskins. Point goes to the Rangers as Avery Henshin gets one off the hands of the blockers. And they're going to change balls now, which is
another
fine.
long volley, a lot of touches. Fort Loramie's, both teams really have been very active picking stuff up. It seems like Fort Loramie's picked up more of the Ranger attacks. And though New Knoxville does win that point, 3-point deficit.
There's a play by Gable at the net because she's allowed to hit it. Back set to Leffel. She dug there by Heitkamp out of the back row. Halsher out of the back row, dug in by the Rangers. There's a shot by Avery Henshin, can't be handled by Halsher, and timeout, Redskins. So 19-21, we'll take a quick break, be right back.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
As we mentioned in the opening, these teams haven't lost much. Fort Loramie is currently ranked number 3 in the state and has one loss. That happens to be within the league, and that means Tarushi, who they will play Tuesday night of this coming week. As I calculated as best I could with the rankings, and the Fort Loramie has played 5 teams ranked in the state so far, and they're going to play, including this one today, 6 more the rest of the way. So that just tells you the depth of the quality of talent in the area, and their willingness to schedule tough teams in and out of the league, as well as in their neighborhood. Basically, they got Tri-Village from the south the other day for another makeup game. There's a nice serve by the Rangers, and an
opportunity for New Knoxville.
There's a free ball.
But again, opportunity.
Nice free ball there by Heitkamp, and there is a net violation on Leffel. Net violation by Leffel on the follow-through.
Tough break. New Knoxville would have been able to draw within 1 point. So the big break there for the Redskins. And
the lead goes to 3. Heitkamp picked that up in the back row. There's Leffel, or I'm sorry, there was Gable with a tip across, and there's a hit. Jada Drees off the block of the Rangers, out of bounds. Point goes to the Redskins. So
good swing by number 5, her 4th kill, and again, velocity, and even on the touches, that velocity makes the ball harder to defend, and she comes up with a big kill to give her team back a 4-point lead. More importantly, just 2 to go for the set one victory.
And Grudish serves.
Right at Maurer, she was able to pick it up.
Heitkamp again, nice up. She's the libero. Knoxville doesn't play with her, and there Gable tried to do a setter's dink and didn't quite get it high enough over the tape.
Her attack
point.
The 9th hitting error of game 1 for New Knoxville, along with 2 service errors.
That's your 6. Henson long out of the back row. Point goes to the Redskins. First set goes to the Redskins, 25-19. We'll be back in just a minute, and we'll start set number 2.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing needs and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Set one's in the books, and here's Jeff with a couple of quick shots at the stats.
Well, in the game one, New Knoxville and Fort Loramie each earned 12 kills. The Rangers had 2 service aces. Fort Loramie had 1 service ace. New Knoxville had a termination block. Fort Loramie did not. The Rangers did commit 10 hitting errors and 2 service errors, so 12 errors in game number 1 compared to just 4 for Fort Loramie. Fort Loramie had 2 attack errors, 1 service error, and then a lineup violation. I call that an unforced error. So 12 errors by the Rangers, 4 for the Fort Loramie Redskins. So the Redskins play a little bit cleaner. New Knoxville, I thought at times attacked pretty well. In fact, Morgan Leffel with no kills, but I thought she had some good swings. But Fort Loramie picked up a lot of balls and kept it alive, and in a sense, and forced the Rangers into eventually a hitting error, it seemed like, with the 10 attack errors. So good play, though, by the Rangers. I mean, there was a lot of good volleys, and New Knoxville picked some balls up as well defensively. And but New Knoxville will probably look back, and what I said off air was, with the blocking by Fort Loramie, does that weigh into the hitter's mentality of when you go up to hit? Do I maybe have to cut it harder, or
It definitely becomes a factor if the sets get too close. Then you almost run out of
you can't cut. You can't get around it.
You can't cut. Yeah, you cut. Especially if they throw up a double on you. For Fort Loramie, Summer Hoying made her presence known several times.
She had a couple kills.
Yeah.
She had a couple kills put off, and Ratterman each had 1. Dries and Holscher each for Fort Loramie with 4 apiece. For New Knoxville, Avery Henshin had 9 of them, and Carson Henshin had 3. Avery found some openings and placed the ball there nicely in set number 1.
First service error by Grunish is long. Point goes to the Rangers.
Grunish, I mentioned before, 94% serving percent on the season. Doesn't hit many out of bounds, and starts game 2 off with the long ball.
There's Holscher with a hit out of the middle that's rejected. Played again. Dries with a offhand and off of the block and down as no one could get to it, and its point goes to the Redskins.
Number 5 now with 5 kills on the afternoon. 4 in game 1, as I mentioned. Her and Holscher each with 4, and now the first one here in game number 2.
There's a dig out of the back row, and they cross the block there and Henshin, that's Avery, with a quick set out of the middle, cut it just enough to get it down in front of the libero.
Had a couple tries. First time tried to roll it over or place it, and the Redskins again able to dig it up. And the second opportunity went with speed and able to find enough room, if you will, on the Redskins side for a kill.
And that one service is not high enough into the net. Point goes to the Rangers.
Rare mistake by Leffel. 94% on the season. Doesn't miss many. Has 18 aces, does Morgan, but that one a rare miss into the net.
Jaden Putoff back serving. And there's Avery Henshin with a offhand hit, and it can't be played as it was just touched but couldn't be handled. So
mentioned in the first game with Flutterjohn moving out of the libero position for New Knoxville into hitting position due to an injury to Gretchen Dwenger. Fort Loramie also suffered a blow in their first match of the season, losing Ava Schultes to an injury.
Yeah.
And so that attack there by Holscher is wide, but the big loss there for a very good volleyball player, Ava Schultes, a junior, out for the volleyball season.
The starter, I think, as a freshman.
So a big hole to fill. And they took some games. He said, I spoke to him a week ago, still working on the lineup and positioning and all that stuff to fill it and make it work. So they're still doing well with what they've been doing, and the 9-1 mark shows that.
There's a nice save by Quinn Schultes, twin sister of Ava. And there's a nice save by Heitkamp, but can't be run down as it goes into the stands. So a couple of nice plays on both sides of the ball as Quinn Schultes lays out and saves one, and then Heitkamp saves another one, but just can't be played.
There was some good touch play. Carson Henshin had a couple good touches on powerful hits by Holscher, and then finishes off with her kill here in set 2.
Here's Holscher on a slide, played in the back row, can't be handled. Point for the Redskins. Kill goes to Holscher, and Holscher goes back to serve. Kenzie Holscher, she's a senior. There's 4 seniors basically on this starting group for Loramie, 1 junior and 1 freshman.
10 seniors.
Well, there's 10 seniors on the squad. I just meant on the starting group, there was 4. Where New Knoxville has hit the antenna.
Out of bounds, so hitting error for New Knoxville.
Where New Knoxville only has 1 senior actively participating, the 2. Other one on the bench in Gretchen Dwanger, but now suffering an injury. So, and there's Carson Henschen out of the middle, off the block and down. So point to the Rangers.
Rangers up by 2, never led in game number 1, I don't think. Got off to a slow start, and Fort Loramie opened up a 6-point lead, and that's kind of how it was for most of the match. And that's how it finished.
And there's a
touch
block
by Gable and Henschen, kept alive by the Redskins.
Now there's a swing and an off-speed into the hole where no one can get it. Heitkamp was there for the dink, and it went the other way on her. And so now here comes Haley Fletterjohn serving again.
You see the replay there, a full arm swing. It was like a changeup.
Yes.
A lot of arm action and just not a lot of velocity, but it works. It's like a changeup in baseball. And Fletterjohn serve out of bounds, the second service error of the set for the Rangers. They had 2 in game 1.
Fletterjohn serving for, I think, about the first time this year.
She served some for Carson as a libero when she would go the back row.
That's right. There's Melissa Waterman, long. No touch. Point, Redskins.
4 errors now, 2 hitting, 2 serving here early in game number 2. So 4 of the 6 Redskin points.
Maurer serving.
And somewhat gifted, if you will, with the errors by the Rangers.
Hatton's a short one. Played there and not handled well by the Rangers.
Just a bad beginning there. The serve was in kind of a no man's land for New Knoxville, and then just never got anything, if you will, in system, and results in the 3rd hitting error.
Soft touch serve there by Maurer. Reaps benefits.
Well hit,
played off the deflection.
Nice job by the Redskins.
And there's a nice play by Gable.
She'll win the kill battle there.
Yeah,
went on the overpass.
Set was a little too high, and
the first touch took her into the net.
Yes.
But again, good action by the Redskins defense, and New Knoxville, maybe I won't say lucky, but gets the break there.
Yep. Gets 50-50 ball, they call it. And Leffel's attempt is low into the net. So point to the Redskins. Score remains tied, 8-8.
And with the injury to Gretchen Dwanger, the Rangers will play this 6 basically all night in Fort Loramie. They run through a host of red jerseys. As
Grace Rose serving.
Probably have 3 extra ones that have come in.
There's a nice block, but not a termination. Just made the Rangers dig it out. Free ball it across. Dries with one. And there's a stuffed block, termination block by Henschen and Leffel. A combo block, so a point goes to the Rangers.
Knoxville owns the only 2 points via blocks. They had 1 in game 1, and now this one here in game number 2.
Dug out of the back row deep. Now goes put off. And then to Avery Henschen in the middle off of a Gable set, and
they went quick.
Yes.
Got a quick pass, and classmates right in rhythm. And it was a short one, and Fort Loramie not able to really get set, if you will, defensively, and then a hard attack deflection for the kill, her 3rd of set 2.
There's Dries from the offhand, and that's long on the slide. Jada Dries came out of the center and goes to the right front corner, and point for the Redskins. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Okay, we're back here at Loramie High School, where the Redskins, number 3 in the state, are currently leading the Rangers in sets 1-0 as we are in the second set. The Rangers are ranked 6th in the state, and like I said, Fort Loramie 3, they're going to play their nemesis, the only team that's given them a loss this year, here on Tuesday night against number 5 Russia. So it's interesting volleyball for sure in Auglaize and Shelby counties.
Mentioned Bremen sits on top Division 4 at number 1. Tiffin Calvert number 2. Then the Redskins. Then Marion Local. Then Russia. Then New Knoxville.
Nice hit there out of the middle by Avery on another rather quick bump set spike routine.
Mentioned New Knoxville 6, Monroeville 7, then Fort Recovery out of the MAC and St. Henry 8 and 13. And then you throw in Jackson Center, they're at 17. So well represented are the teams in this area in Division 4 volleyball.
And there's another hit by Avery out of the middle, and the point goes to the Rangers.
5 kills in set 2 for Avery to go along with the 9 she had in game number 1. So Knoxville in a good rhythm right here with a 5-point lead.
13-8, and that service by Carson Henson is long. So Redskins pick up a point. And number 16.
Goodrich back into serve.
Ava Goodrich, a senior, back to serve. And that one's misplayed by the Rangers in the back row. Off the hands and down.
Boy, a service error gave Fort Loramie the quick point, and then a mishandled ball here. It's usually how it works. It seems like after a service error, another play that usually do 9 out of 10 times right, and maybe make it 3 in a row now.
Yep. So
just adds up, and it's a game of momentum and a game of runs. Knoxville needs to make a play here.
5-point lead's now been whittled to 2 as the Redskins are coming up. And there's a nice hit by Henson out of the middle, off the hands or off the body of someone on the Redskins side, and out of bounds. So.
No good break for the Rangers. They had struggled there, giving up the service error and then a couple ball handling, or I should say serve-receive errors. So they'll go back to work for Loramie, though.
Heidkamp plays it out of the back row. Halsher played that one. Now it's going to get free balled across by the Rangers. Heidkamp again. There's a slide. That is down as Halsher was able to slide to the right side power and got it on a almost
well
a no
struck and very difficult to defend. And again, I saw him do it last year. I've seen him do it this year. They make it look kind of easy, as there's a tough break there for New Knoxville. New Knoxville past 4 or 5 serves. They've struggled on about 3 of them, getting a good first touch. Easier said than done, but very critical to get your team in offense. Dries with the service ace.
Zeta Dries, the junior. And that one goes long. So Dries 1 for 2. And now entering the lineup, number 24, Quinn Schultes, goes back row. She's a back row specialist. Sister to Ava. Morgan Leffel serving. Goodrich digs it. And there's a nice runner right there by Halsher. Nobody home to block for the Rangers, and it's tough picking them up. There's not a lot of time.
Well, she jumps well too, and it's well placed. Unless you can match her verticalness and timing, your percentages of being successful are small.
And there's a stuffed termination block by Halsher and Hoying on the Rangers attack. Point goes to the Redskins.
Their first termination point, and that first point via the block has tied up this set 2 at 15-all.
That one's just a little long off the hands of Putoff. Point goes to the Rangers. Henson back to serve for the Rangers. Dug there by Halsher. Now Halsher out of the middle, takes a lot off and puts it right over the block, down in front of the front row, back row. No one there to take care of it. So point quickly to the Redskins, 16-16. Dug there by Flutterjohn out of the back row. And blocked, single block, solo block by number 17, Hannah Rutherman.
Hannah
Ratterman.
Nice timing there. And that's a back row attack, so those are a little bit different timing, if you will, but Hannah Ratterman able to time it perfectly.
Redskins now with a lead of 17-16. And there's a termination block by, I believe, Maurer and Ratterman. So a combo block there by the Redskins gives them another point, makes it 18-16. We'll be right back after this quick pause.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Set 2 here at Loramie High School with the Redskins leading by 2, 18-16, and
good
a
pickup
nice
by
dig there by Schultz.
Schultz with a nice pickup.
Yeah. And another
net violation on the Redskins. Carson Henson will get the kill, her 4th of set number 2. But boy, the Redskins have made some nice defensive dive, digs, whatever you want to call them, saves, and kept the ball in play for their team.
Yes, very good, very good, very good. They just don't let anything fall. There's Hoying with a hit. Waterman with a cross and a cut, and it's down in front of the front row.
Yeah, one of the few times that was a definite diagonal attack by Melissa Waterman, 5'7" junior, her first kill of the match, and a big one for the Rangers. It ties them back up at 18.
Heidkamp placed out of the back row, front row. Set, and Ratterman with the kill, number 17. I am correct on that. Yes. Yes. Ratterman has 17. Ratterman had it. As Schultz comes out and Grease goes in the front row. Maurer serving. And that one is misplayed by the Rangers. Point Redskins as the Redskins take a 20-18 lead here as we get into Never Never Land as only 5 points away for the
Maurer with her 15th ace on the season, serving at 96%.
And there's a miscue at the net with timing, whether it's too long or wrong person going or didn't get the idea right. So point to the Redskins, 21-18. And there's one out of the middle by Carson Henson, off the block and down, point for the Rangers. Melissa Waterman. Melissa Waterman back to serve. Go ahead.
Melissa, 94% on the season serving, along with 11 aces.
Dug out of the back by Halsher. A little too long. Can't be handled by Maurer in the front. Point goes to the Rangers.
I'm going to give Melissa an ace on that. The ball was not cleanly played. So her 12th ace, a dozen.
Waterman's next one goes off the hands of Summer Hoying. Point goes to the Rangers. Score goes 21-21. All right, we'll stay right here.
Yeah, both these teams, you know, have made some runs now. Coach Rogers, he's in his 15th season, takes a timeout. It seems like the timeouts have been working well. It's stopped the momentum. It seems like following the timeout. You mentioned Coach Rogers. I said in his 15th season. On the other side, Meg Lageman was Meg Reineke. Meg Lageman now in just her first season. So you got a lot of years there. Coach Rogers has done very well while he's been at Fort Loramie. They were the state runner-ups last year to New Bremen, finished 27 wins, 3 losses, runner-ups. They were state champions in 2014, and they've been to the regionals 12 straight seasons. So that's a fine accomplishment, getting his team, that far in tournament year after year after year. And Coach Reideke on the other side, just in her first year, but right now her team undefeated. In fact, they lost just their first set of the season a few moments ago, losing that set 1. They'd been, quote, undefeated in set play as well, and we're tied up at 21-all.
Dries with a push shot on the power side. Leffel with a hit out of bounds, asking for a touch. Didn't get a touch as its point goes to the Redskins, 22-21.
A lot of power on that one. It was a tough ball to defend, and it just misses wide left. So it's break for the Redskins, and they take the 1-point lead with 3 to go for the Game 2 victory.
Back to serve is Grace Rose. Hit by the Rangers, but played off the blocks and everything. Now, again, off the blocks of the Redskins. Again, off
good
the
pick up by both teams.
Yeah. And there's one off the block and finally goes down for the Rangers as the Redskins couldn't just dig it again. Nice digs by both sides in that time.
6 kills for Carson Hench and her 6th one there to finish it off. Another good volley, a lot of very aggressive defensive play, good pickups by both teams.
And there's a free ball, and there's a shot by Avery out of the middle. Avery Henson out of the middle, and it gets down as it couldn't be played cleanly.
It was touched though, and you hold your breath now. You don't take anything for granted until you see the ball physically hit the ground, because these teams just react so well.
23-22, Rangers in the lead. Here comes a push shot, and it's good by Putoff as she just stiff-armed that right through the attempted block and down. So Putoff with a point and a kill for
her first kill of game number 2. She had 1 in game number 1, so 2 and 9, but a big one there. It was an awkward set to her, so she made a nice play out of it and rewarded with the kill. Out of system, they'll free ball it over.
Chase that one down. And there's another one off the block and down by Avery Henson. Point to the Rangers, 24-23. This could be game point, so it's an important serve for.
Well, it is game point.
Yeah. Well, if Loramie brings it back and scores, it won't be. And there it is, tie score 24-24. Little overtime for everybody.
Holscher with 5 kills in game number 2. That one ties it up at 24 apiece.
Jada Dries with the serve. And that one's not handled by the Rangers in the back row.
Service ace for Dries. Rangers take a timeout.
So Jada Dries sneaks one in that the Rangers can't handle.
Mentioned the standings again, the Division 4. Rattle them off while we have a time. You can kind of think about it. New Bremen, D4. They're number 1. Number 2 is Tiffin Calvert. 3 is Fort Loramie. 4 is Marion Local. 5 is Russia. 6 is New Knoxville. 7 Monroeville. Then number 8 is Fort Recovery. Follow it up with some other local teams or league teams that each team is associated with. St. Henry's at 13 and Jackson Center at 17. So again, between the MAC and the Shelby County Athletic League, there's well represented in top 20 Division 4. And you can go to Division 3 for sales at 16, Coldwater at 18 out of the MAC. So I have down a total of 7 MAC teams are within the top 18, and 3 Shelby County Athletic teams are in the top 17 as well. So volleyball very good in this area.
Yeah, and Loramie even picked up a team, Tri-Village, who's number 16 in the state. That was an add-on here since we've had the losses of the invitationals. Yeah, not good. Doesn't get set real well, and there's the point, 26-24. So the Redskins come back and prevail in set number 2 with a 26-24 victory. We'll be back in a moment for set number 3.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
At Home and Interiors, our team loves to design beautiful yet cost-effective projects. From sleek and simple to elaborate and detailed, we customize to fit your tastes and budget with free interior design and color coordination. Visit our 5,000 square foot kitchen design center and bring your next project to life. Full custom kitchen and bath cabinets are built right here in New Bremen. Home and Interiors, your vision designed for your budget.
Yeah, just don't forget Grand Lake Health Presentations of NKTelco Sports is happy to give you replays of this broadcast anytime on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So you may bring these games up at any time, and Grand Lake Health is very happy to present them to you. Okay, Jeffrey.
Game number 2, nail-biter down to the very end, 26-24. In game 2, New Knoxville, 16 kills compared to 9 for Fort Loramie. New Knoxville, 2 service aces, Fort Loramie 5. Termination blocks, New Knoxville 1. Fort Loramie 3. So although New Knoxville had more kills, Fort Loramie was more successful in the serving ace category and also termination blocks. In New Knoxville, 10 errors compared to just 5, so a few less errors for the Redskins, but a pretty even set, if you will. Volleys, defensive plays, hard hits, place shots, all were seen, if you will, during game number 2. Very competitive. Fort Loramie comes back at the very end after trailing a little bit there late to earn the victory with the 6th kill from Holscher. Her 6th one was the game winner. For New Knoxville, Avery Henson had 8. Carson Henson had 6 in game number 2 for New Knoxville to lead them.
So here we go. Set number 3. Ellie Gable back to serve for the Rangers. And not a good pass from the back row for the Redskins to the front row. Couldn't quite do anything with it.
I actually thought maybe Avery Henson blocked it.
Maybe she did. I'm not sure. And there's one dug out of the back row off of Grudish's hands. That one's too close to do anything with. There's Holscher with a nice hit off of a block. And that one's off the net, dances up in time for Heidkamp to pick it up. Back row picks this up. Leffel to hit off of the block attempt at the net, off the hands, out of bounds, point to the Rangers.
First kill of the match for Morgan Leffel. Has had some very good swings today and comes into this game just under 3 kills per set. Has had some big matches as of late, hitting the ball very hard for New Knoxville.
Okay, and there's one off the block of the Rangers by Putoff, and that goes down for a point as it goes way past the end line. Point goes to the Redskins.
Putoff now with 3 kills, 1 kill in each set for the senior. She averages just under 2 kills.
Jada Dries serving. Off the net there and around the block, but played by Dries. Dries then out of the back row, and
I believe Morgan Leffel and Avery Henson will tag team with the block.
Combo block there, termination block that wasn't able to be played by the Redskins. Dries out, but Number 24, Quinn Schultes, steps on the floor. Schultes plays it. Halsher with a slide, I believe. Am I correct? Yes.
Yes. Been very successful running that. Today she's scored a number of points. Her and Dries have both netted points, or scored points, probably is a better way to say it, via the slide or the wraparound.
So put off to serve. Dug out of the back row by Carson Henson. Hit by Avery.
I don't think it ever went.
Never went. Played nicely by Flutterjohn in the front row off the net, but to no avail. So point to the Redskins. Put off back to serve again. And that one's just a little short into the tape and down on the Redskins side. So Rangers with a 4-3 lead. Avery Henson back to serve. Heitkamp plays it nicely up to the front. Nice hit there by Summerhoing. Got a nice approach, got a lot of torque on the ball, and almost impossible to handle it unless it's perfectly hit at you.
Yeah, it was very well struck. Had 2 kills, did Summerhoing in set number 1. Did not have a kill in game 2, but did have a block. But a strong attack there, and if she can memorize that or they get that same rhythm, it's very difficult to stop.
And there's one that's mishandled, out of bounds. Point goes to the Redskins.
Ace for Holscher.
Halsher with the serve. Luffle out of the back row. And there's one that's cut across. Matters Nix. We've got a violation in the net, so point goes to the Redskins.
I believe Hannah Ratterman, 17.
Yeah, she'll get the credit for the kill. 6-4, Redskins in the lead. Halsher serving. There's one off the block and the tape, but played. Halsher with a, no, I'm sorry, that was Hoying with a shot. Long.
Just didn't snap down like she did the time before, and kind of when you don't follow through, maybe it doesn't get the top spin, and that one floated versus going down. Break for New Knoxville.
Flutterjohn to serve, and mishandled there by Hoying, but point goes to the Rangers.
Clarify the mishandling to hit the tape. And I think it makes it a little bit difficult.
Yeah, it does.
It's like a bad hop for a shortstop to field when it comes up on you.
Yeah. You should change the course of direction real quick. There's a dig by Luffle out of the back row. There's a hit by Henson out of the back row. There's a hit by Henson out of the front row. So Carson,
pretty good. They started with Avery going on the back. Nice pickup by Riley Heitkamp, but it came back over, allowed New Knoxville to go bang, bang, bang. And just you can see it coming, and it went quick and fast, and New Knoxville gets a point, takes a 1-point lead again, 7-6.
Okay. There's a hit by Hoying that isn't played well. Kill for Hoying.
Henson Carson got a block on it, and then ball right there back kind of on the in front of her, tried to push it back over, caught the tape, so we'll record that as a hitting error. Second of the set for New Knoxville.
Dug out of the back row, and a hit there by Carson Henson off the block and down near the sidelines.
But again, not without a good effort by the Redskins.
Yes.
Carson hit it pretty hard, and Redskins able to get a couple touches on it.
Waterman serving for the Rangers. And that is long. Oh, it's in. Line judge set it in. I thought the way it was taking off, it was going to be long.
I thought that same thing in the first set when somebody served one. It's like the ball just dropped.
Oh,
bingo! Excellent call.
Inside the line with ease.
Yeah, it looked. I don't know. I thought the same thing too, but obviously it was in.
Dries with a shot out of the power side, and it goes down along the sidelines. So Jada gets another point for the Redskins.
Number 5 now with 6 kills in the match.
Grace Rose going back to serve.
85% server on the season with 85% serving with 15 aces.
That wasn't much there as Henshin pushes it across. Out of the back row by Halsher, but blocked at the net, I believe, by Carson Henshin.
Didn't get a real good look at it on that first attack, but able to get a good time to block against Halsher in the back row.
Here's Halsher, yes. And yes, well, I don't know if there was a combo there or a single. I couldn't tell. There's an overpass, and that's down by Avery, I believe.
Her first kill of game number 3, had 9 in game 1, 8 in game number 2, so that gives her 18 on the afternoon, and credit that one. The overpass, timed it well, waited for it to cross the net, and got it just inside the left sideline.
And there's an ace. As it's misplayed in the back row, the Rangers take a 12-8 lead.
Second ace of the match for Carson, had 1 in game 1, and that one there in game number 3 has the Rangers a 4-point cushion.
And that one's right on top of the ribbon, but couldn't be handled or done on Flutter John Diggs. Avery Henshin with a hit and a kill as it was bumped by the Redskins, but not handled. So timeout on the floor. We'll be right back with the score, 13-8 in favor of the Rangers.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Grand Lake Health Systems presentation of NKTelco Sports is proud to have the scoreboard sponsor of First National Bank, Keys to the Game, Keyhole Pizza. Our replay sponsors are Winners Meats. Our starting lineups were sponsored by Sydney All Glaze Audio, and our player of the game will be sponsored by NKTelco. Okay, Carson Henshin to serve for the Rangers. And there's one that goes long and out of bounds. So the Redskins are just going to make a quick substitution in the back row.
Ella Ratterman will come in and give Halsher a break. Ratterman, another senior on the squad, wears number 8.
Carson Henshin to serve. Heitkamp with a nice bump to start things off. Dries with a push off of the slide down the side, but it was too far outside. Point goes to the Rangers, 15-8. Dug out of the back row there. Across now by number 8. And what they call that,
that's a
double
first
hit.
Ball handling error New Knoxville has committed all day. They can never maybe come at a good time, but that probably, of all times, is a missed opportunity there for New Knoxville, and just their first, let's call it setting error. So job well done today by Gable, setting the volleyball to her teammates.
Leffel with a hit, played in the back row, picked up by Heitkamp, pushed across now in the front row. There's a ball deflected and played off the block. Leffel with a king shot that's pushed across. And there's a stuff block by Dries and Halsher.
Well, I thought New Knoxville had more chances there with some balls at the net. Really couldn't do much with it, being the offensive team, but then it was a solo block.
Solo block, no combo, sorry. Dries, and on a cut across the court, not handled, kill by Dries as the Redskins cut the lead to 15-11.
That was a good swing by Dries. She has been placing the ball, but that time really timed it well, got a lot of solid contact and a good strike.
Okay, there's a free ball across. There's Halsher off the block. Gable can't play that one on the bump forward, so point goes to the Redskins. And I think we're going to have a timeout on the floor by the Rangers. Score 15-12 in favor of the Rangers. We'll be right back after this message.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gerstner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
Yeah. Back here at Redskins Gymnasium, 12-15 in favor of the Rangers. And this is set number 3.
Well, Loramie's made a nice run here. Earlier, New Knoxville had a 6 or 7 point lead, and they've got some good momentum plays. They've hit the ball hard. They got a solo block always seems to get a little bit of momentum going. They have that as well. So New Knoxville takes time out, tries to break the string of energy by the Redskins.
And there they got one. So the Rangers hit it long as Grudich is back to serve again. So Grudich with a nice serve to get things started for the Redskins. Rangers didn't handle it well. Grudich serving again. And there is Avery Henshin off of a double block and down. So a kill
time
for
a power
her.
hit, able to get in good rhythm and get a good contact on it and reward herself for the 3rd kill of game number 3.
Might say stop the bleeding for the Rangers there a little bit, as the Redskins, I think, had 5 in a row. There's a nice dig by Heitkamp in the back row. Grudich comes, free balls across. Maurer to Halsher. Dink back, picked up,
That was by
brought back
Fletterjohn, who was in the spot because Gable had taken the first hit.
And there's a double block, stuffed combo block by Halsher and Dries. Point, Redskins, 16-14.
For Dries, her first block of the afternoon. For Halsher, give her her 3rd block.
And that one is an ace off of the hands of the Rangers in the back row. Point goes to the Redskins, 16-15, as they continue to mount their charge.
Important first touch. Easier said than done, but it's critical to get an offense.
Quick push, didn't go. Dries, no, I'm sorry, Halsher with it, didn't make it. But now they're going to say that it was a block. That's what it would have to be. Didn't call for hits. Is that correct, Jeff?
Well, he called it, yeah, because if they would touch again, it would have been 4. He called it deflection, so somebody from New Knoxville will get credit for the block. I think it was maybe Avery and
Melissa
or Morgan.
And there's a solo block by Avery as they tried a quick dink across. She was there ready and pushed it down, and they weren't able to dig it back. So Leffel to serve again, 18-15. And Leffel's shot is short as it's in the net, 18-16.
For Fort Loramie, a big break. The service there for New Knoxville have to limit it to 1 and done. These type of things last time bled into about 3 runoff points, bang, bang, bang for the Redskins. So important for New Knoxville to get a good first touch, go to offense.
Put off to serve, dug by Henshin in the back row, hit by Henshin in the front row. Halsher on a slide, and it goes to the back line, and good.
New Knoxville got a good offense. The attack was well struck, was picked up, and then Fort Loramie goes right back to offense, and Halsher on the wraparound records her 2nd kill of game 3, and back-to-back points for the Redskins.
Put off again to serve, dug out of the back row. Nope, mishandled. Back row of the Rangers didn't handle that, and it went down. Point goes to the Redskins, 18-18. Put off back to serve again.
Here we go, White, 1 pass, go down.
Put off serving. Gable setting. Henshin hitting. So Avery with the shot down the right sideline.
Hadn't gone to that side with velocity much. Instead of cutting it, went to kind of the right side. And again, it all started with a good first touch, a nice set, and a good strong attack, and went down the right side. Big point for the Rangers.
Halsher digs, Heitkamp brings it back. Now it's going to be free balled across.
Huge opportunity for New Knoxville.
And dug out there, but can't be handled.
3rd kill of the set for Carson Henshin. A little soft touch, but boy, the Redskins mopping the floor well today, and They're not able to eventually run it down, but boy, you have to hold your breath.
Earthworm breath is a code there for the Redskins. Get down, get at it. Hulsher slides off the deflection, played in the back row. And that one is stuff blocked there by Hulsher and Maurer as they put up a wall on the Waterman shot. And that gives a point to the Redskins.
The number of termination blocks, it seems like suddenly here in game 3, you didn't have many in game 1, just one. New Knoxville only had one in game 1, Fort Loramie with none. Since that time, there were games 2 and now 3. Flutterjohn will get the kill.
Flutterjohn gets a kill, falling on her stomach, sliding, underhanding, scoops it across.
Henshin would get the assist.
Yeah, I guess, yes. Yeah, yeah, that would
not real sure.
There's just an indecision as you say. There it is, played. Waterman off the set, and out of
Hannah Ratterman.
Hannah Ratterman out of the middle there. A middle hitter, senior. Schultes back on the floor. Dries off the floor, Dries on the floor to replace her in the front row. And Maurer to serve. And Maurer's service is short. So the Rangers go to 22-20. Waterman back to serve. And that's too long. 21-22. Number 10, Grace Rose, the serving specialist, steps on the floor for the Redskins. She looks to the sidelines, to the coaching staff for where they want her to send the ball. She receives instructions, preps, and steps. And that one goes a little bit long. It's tough coming off the bench, and then they want you to serve it to a spot. That's a rough dig. But she's a serving specialist for the Redskins. 23-21, Rangers in the lead. Dug out by Heitkamp nicely and hit out of the middle, but wide. Ratterman's shot down the left side was too high. And this is 24-21. We'll stay right here now.
I mentioned the blocking earlier. In game 1, New Knoxville had a termination block. Fort Loramie had none. In game 2, New Knoxville had 1 termination block. Fort Loramie recorded 3. And the reason I say that is usually you don't get a lot of termination blocks for points anyways, but here in game number 4, I have New Knoxville down for 4 or 5, and Fort Loramie also 4 or 5. I've checked my notes in detail, but we've seen a lot more termination blocks here in game number 3 for points. And
rhythm maybe helps. Everybody gets in the flow. You start to feel what that opponent is going to do. And so now you position yourself accordingly. If the coaches aren't telling you, you're making a mental note of it in yourself. Hey, she cuts this ball. When we're here, she cuts it there, and we'll put our block in a different place. Yes.
It's about like batters going through the lineup.
Yes.
When you get to see the pitcher the second or third time, you have better success sometimes.
Right.
You've seen it. So game point.
There's a ace by Carson, not played by the back row of the Redskins. So set number 3 goes to the Rangers as the Rangers now enter new land of 4th set, their first one of the season. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsor.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
When I graduated from Salina, I didn't know much about the job market here.
I knew I wanted to come back to the area. I went to Hometown Opportunity where I was looking for a local job.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me.
Linked me directly with those local companies.
And the last 6 months have been wonderful to feel that family environment again.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Grand Lake Health Systems presentation of NKTelco Sports is being brought to you by Grand Lake Health System, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kinninger's Custom Fabrication, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Shelby and Dark County, Superior Aluminum, The Rushi Inn, Busher's Meats, Finishing Touches, Francis Manufacturing, Hoying Service Center, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Boimer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's, Western Ohio Mortgage, scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Keys to the Game, Keyhole Pizza, replays of the game, Winners Meats, starting lineups, sponsored by Sydney Audiology, player of the game, NKTelco. Just a reminder, follow WCSM 1350 or 97.7 FM for your internet exclusive games on www.wcsmradio.com. all season for their sports leader in Mercer and Auglaize County. We want to thank those people for their interest and their contribution. Otherwise, this broadcast would not be possible to bring to you. And right now you're seeing what I think is top flight volleyball. It's all about power, it's all about digging, it's all about crawling around on the floor and I should say getting dirty, but it's not. But don't let it touch the floor. That's just the motto. Don't let it touch the floor.
Yeah, there's about 3 phases of the game you could look at, and these teams do it well. You know, whether it's offense, defense, and the special teams is what I always think of as like your digging, your serve receiving. There's not been a weak spot really. You know, some teams can attack, believe it or not, can attack well, but just can't play defense. And, can't serve receive, can't dig. They may hit very well, but you got to be able to do defense, and you also have to be able to block. I mean, there's a lot of phases and parts of the game. These teams have done it well.
And Grunish did the serving for the Redskins as Avery Henson off of the set of Ellie Gable gets it off the block of the Redskins and down for a point. So Gable back to serve for the Rangers.
22nd kill on the match for Avery Henson.
There's Dries on the offhand. Touched by the back row, but not playable as it goes about 7 rows up into the Loramie stands.
And very well struck again. Wasn't a slide that time for Dries.
No, just straight.
Done a lot of slides, just a regular setup, and hit it very well. And Waterman attempted to field it, which he did, but just couldn't control it.
And there's another serve. And there's Leffel with a hit in the offhand and not handled, and point to the Rangers. When I say
right side.
When I say offhand, if you don't know what I mean, she's a right-hander hitting on basically the right side of the net. So the ball has almost always got to cross over her face before she can strike it, where the other side is the on-hand where you would see the ball first. If you're a left-hander, then it inverts. But there's Leffel out of the back row off the block. Here comes Holscher on a slide, and she got it down. Block can't get it, and the back row can't get it because there's a lot of torque on that shot. So Holscher with a nice
to
kill.
Start it, and then again the finishing right there. It's just
you just can't see it because the referee in the stand blocks, but the block has got to be there early, and it's difficult. You got to know exactly where she's going to hit it. Here's Fletterjohn, and she is up and off of the block of the Redskins.
Got her first kill of the season last match on a dive, kind of an excuse me kill. That one maybe quote her first official swinging kill, but nonetheless 2 kills in the match for Haley Fletterjohn, her first 2 of the season after moving from libero to hitter here a couple matches ago.
There's a shot out of the middle after a
down, so it was a good kill. The
Yeah,
line
I thought
judge
so.
had her vision blocked, I think, or couldn't see it quick enough, and it caught the edge line.
Okay. I didn't see that. Did the up official then?
He
give
looked
it?
at her and she made a motion, either happened too quick or somebody was in her way, which happens.
Yeah. And there's Halsher again. Wow. Almost like unstoppable if you put that into basketball terminology. That would be a layup, and that's just what it is. It's almost like she's beating the block, and she goes where she wants with it. So
well, she's hitting very well out of the offhand position. Yeah. I haven't seen her really attack many out of the left front, maybe out of the middle, but
good by Waterman out of the middle. Waterman delivers.
Mixed it up a bit. I think they thought maybe they're going outside with it, and instead went to the middle, and Waterman delivers.
Yeah, Waterman stayed in the middle, and
although the blockers did get there, and another nice call right on the line.
Right in front of the line judge. There's a hit by Summer. There's one high into the sky off of Heitkamp. Halsher with the dig. Halsher out of the back row, and she puts it down. Nice swing, nice top spin, a nice kill. So Maurer goes back to serve for the Redskins.
Three quick kills here for Halsher in game 4. Her team trails by 1, but Halsher's netted 3 of the 4 points.
And Maurer's service is just a little short. Point goes to the Rangers. Waterman back to serve for the Rangers.
94% on the season, doesn't miss many.
And there's nice dig by the Rangers. They brought it, kept it alive, and that was on a slide, and I believe it was by Hannah Ratterman.
It was, and then New Knoxville don't know what to give Ratterman, the kill, or is that
they didn't control it good enough. I'd give Ratterman the kill.
Fortunately, although it was a kind of a misconfusion there at the end, but the ball drops.
She put him in the dilemma with her hit. Okay, and that one is high and long as
2 service errors in game 3 or game 4 for the Redskins.
Rose's serve is long. Carson Henson back to serve. Heitkamp digs. And that one is in by Avery Henson, just past the 10-foot line, inside the sideline for a point. Rangers up 8-5. Carson Henson serving. Out of the back row, Halsher, basically free ball, roll shot. There was a nice shot by Leffel out of the on-hand. And timeout by the Redskins as the Rangers hold a 9-5 lead. We'll be right back after this message.
Our bankers are working hard day and night to provide the support needed right now. Even while we're apart, we're proudly working together, with you and for you. We believe there's more, much more, to all of us than these tough times. We see acts of compassion and cooperation all around our communities, and we're proud to be a part of it. And as our family of banks come together under our Park National Bank name, we promise you, we're all in this together.
Okay, Grand Lake Health Systems presentation of NKTelco Sports is brought to you by these following people. The scoreboard is brought to you by First National Bank. Keys to the game, obviously, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Replays, winners, meets. Starting lineup by Sydney Augalai's Audiology. And player of the game, NKTelco. Jeffrey.
Well, good match so far. We mentioned earlier the quality of play has been very good, and I guess we're not surprised by any stretch of imagination. That's what you expect when you have the 3rd and 6th ranked team in the state of Ohio playing on a nice Saturday midday or afternoon volleyball match.
Okay, there's another shot as the Redskins didn't get an attack. They had to free ball it across, and the Rangers were able to maximize their effort there, and Leffel came on the on-hand.
Leffel coming up with a big game 4. 3 kills already. Had 1 kill in game number 3. Did not record 1 in games 1 and 2, so really coming up big here late when the Rangers need her the most.
There's a hit out of the middle after the set by Gable to Henson, and Avery puts it down for a point.
Her third kill of set number 3. Her and Morgan Luffel each with 3 kills here in game number 4.
Midpoint of the season for the Redskins, 9 games into the season for the Rangers. And here's a shot there, and again. And, well, Putoff takes a nice shot, dug by Waterman by the Rangers, brought back up, blocked by the Redskins, and on a quick hit by Henson, it gets down before there was anybody in her face. Nice ace there. That's
5 aces in the match now for Carson Henson. She had 1 in game 1, 3 big ones late in game number 3, and that one there off of Heitkamp, a rare miss for Riley Heitkamp.
Very high, very tough. And we have a net violation on New Knoxville. They're going to say it was number 13. That will be Ellie Gable. So point goes to the Redskins off of the Rangers' miscue. 13-6.
Yeah, much needed for the Fort Loramie. They had already taken a timeout. So we all each, taking a timeout here, and they get a break down 7.
Ava Grudich to serve. She does. Out of the back row. Carson Henson's shot is wide left.
First hitting error.
Point for the Redskins.
New Knoxville will try to limit the consecutive serves. They had an unforced error and then come back with a hitting error. Now can they shut the door and go back to work on offense? Get the serve back.
There's a hit by Henson out of the middle.
Another opportunity here, though, for New Knoxville.
Leffel off of the block again, I think. And the deflection changed. Okay, it is. Yes.
It was touched definitely at the net again.
And it changed just enough that the back row for the Redskins can't track it down. Sometimes you say, boy, if you'd just left it alone, I'd have had it. But that doesn't work that way. Gable back to serve for the Rangers. Heitkamp bumps. Halsher pushes it across. Henson hits it out of the middle, saved by Maurer.
Not real sure if John mistimed it, but kept it alive.
2 hands, and here comes, that one's in the net. Has Putoff had a nice approach, but just...
I didn't mean to laugh, but I'm glad the coaches are laughing as Haley looks over to her coaching staff, one being her mother. Just got caught in an awkward position, but fortunately for New Knoxville, she kept it alive, and New Knoxville earns a point on hitting an error by Fort Loramie, but Holscher responds with their 4th kill.
Holscher just beats that one down against a double block, and the Rangers can't squash it to the Redskins side. So nice hit by Holscher. Point to the Redskins. Dries back to serve. Leffel with a offhand shot, roll shot. There's Holscher, and Holscher's roll shot was good.
Yeah. 5 kills for Kenzie Holscher here in game number 4.
I think she's probably got 4 of them at least on slides.
Seems,
I don't know.
Over on the right side?
Yeah,
a lot of her scoring has come from there.
And there's a shot again by Holscher off the offhand, down and cross. Jada Dries back to serve for the Redskins.
Fort Loramie, I think Carson Henson attacked the ball in front of the 10-foot line. I don't think she hit it above the net, but she attacked it. I think he was just questioning. Fort Loramie got the point anyways.
Okay.
But again, Fort Loramie very strong at the net.
And there's a free ball across. Here comes, oh, I thought it was going to Holscher. Go to Putoff. Dug by Waterman nicely. Leffel out of the on hand. Holscher dug by Henson. Holscher on the slide and touched by the Rangers, but down Nice hit there again by Holscher.
And the Rangers got some hands on it.
Yeah.
Just you know, you got to be able. Blocking is very difficult. If you don't do anything, it's going to be
torpedoes in your face.
So you have to.
Yep. Doug, back row, and deep by Heitkamp, played well. And there's I'll call that's the stiff arm by Putoff, as she just straightens out the arm, really doesn't swing, just stabs it, and it gives you a little bit of a change of pace off speed. Score, 15 for the Rangers, 12 for the Redskins. We'll be right back.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Okay, set number 4 here at Fort Loramie High School. Loramie leading 2-1. But Rangers winning set number 3 to extend today's action and currently hold a small 3-point lead against the Redskins. It was somewhat larger, but Redskins have clawed back. Jeffrey?
They have. Again, momentum. New Knoxville built about a 6-point lead, and Fort Loramie has again worked themselves back into a 3-point deficit. New Knoxville have not been very in system here recently, so the timeout will try to break that, let them get back to work on offense.
J.D. Dries serve, and that one is on the line, and I don't know who Holscher put it there. Okay, Holscher with almost the dink spike.
20 kills on a match for Holscher, 8 here in game number 4.
And that one's dug nicely, or picked up on a deflection there by Heitkamp. Waterman out of the back row, off of the block in the front row, pushed across by the Rangers, and now put off. Deflected in the
free ball. This is an opportunity for offense for the Redskins.
Here's Holscher, and off of the block and down. Point. Redskins.
9 kills for Holscher here in game number 4. So a good run of offense here by Fort Loramie. Dries continues to serve. She's keeping the ball in play and letting the momentum of her team, if you will, draw them back into this match or set.
And that one is long by Luffel. Wide left. She cut it, but it's just a little bit too long as the Redskins are now pulled even, 15-15.
A good well-struck ball, just missed by a few inches on the far sideline. And when things are going well, those drop in. When things aren't going well, they carry along.
There's a slide by the Rangers. And here comes Putoff with a push. Bumped by Gable. And Leffel's shot goes into the net. Not good. So 16-15, the Redskins take the lead.
Yeah, tough break right now for New Knoxville. They're in a rut. Down to 1 timeout left. Need to figure a way to get something to drop, and Fort Loramie playing with a lot of energy.
And that one is in as Jada Dries gets an ace as she almost shoots that cross court to the left corner.
When things are going well, balls drop in. When things aren't going well, they carry along. Right now, Fort Loramie, I'm not sure what the deficit was, but New Knoxville was up maybe 15-10 for sure. Struggling right now.
And there's one by Morgan Leffel as the Rangers got back into system. And it's 17-16.
And for New Knoxville, you have to have a short memory. Yeah, you had a 4 or 5 point lead. Now you're down by 1 with a chance to tie. It's a short memory. You knew Fort Loramie was not going to lay down. They battled back, and New Knoxville just 1 point down.
Holscher on a slide, off the block and down. Not only does it give her an opportunity to hit the ball where she wants, the block's got to be there or it isn't necessarily set, and just a good, powerful hit ricochets many times where you have no idea it's going to be. 18-16, Redskins lead. Bumped by back row and
Net violation.
Net violation on someone. I didn't catch who it is.
A kill for Avery Henshin, her 5th of game number 4. I think 26 maybe for Henshin on a day in the kill category. She serves now.
Summer hoeing there. And
good timing there.
Yeah, Henshin got up big on that one off of a, was that a Leffels or a Flair
Gable set?
Gable set,
Yeah,
okay.
Avery to Ellie to Carson. And
yeah, you're right.
Pretty well, again, just like when Holscher's hitting, tough to stop when you're hitting down like that.
In, on the line.
11 kills for Holscher. She goes to the back row now. Maybe for New Knoxville, a bit of a break, although not to take away anything from Fort Lomie's other hitters, but Holscher has been on fire here in game number 4 with 11 kills. So maybe it's always good to get the leading attacker into the back row, but we've seen girls like her attack from the back row successfully.
There's a kill by Carson Henshin out of the middle of a nice back row pass and a nice set.
Number 3 with 3 kills here in game number 4. 19 all.
Played by Holscher. Played by Hoying. Waterman with a hit. Bump.
Nice dig by Haley Flitterjohn to keep it alive.
Keep it alive. There's Ratterman, and she gets it down over the block. So Hannah Ratterman slides over to the right side a little bit more, softly touches the ball over the block and in front of the front row. Point Redskins, 2019 in favor of the Redskins. Maurer with a serve. Bad first time. Okay. Again. Ratterman's shot in the
block
middle
was there with Carson and also Ellie Gable. Was another plays again where New Knoxville attacked. Heitkamp picked him up. New Knoxville wins a point on a termination block.
Waterman to serve, 20-20. Played out of the back row by Holscher. Dries.
They'll say there was contact, play on. Knoxville, though, here's a chance.
And there's a shot by Carson Henshin off of the double block.
Very difficult to see net play, whether there was contact or not. And if you don't hear the whistle, you got to play on and make it less obvious. And one way you make it less obvious is you get a kill for yourself. I mean, the blocking at the net, whether the ball was touched or not, tough to make that call sometimes.
And Waterman sneaks one in front of the line. Coach Rogers says, timeout. We'll stay with us right here.
We've seen a number of those serves where it seems like when it's served, it's going to be out. I don't know if there's a downdraft vent up there on each side, because we've seen on both ends.
That doesn't happen with good teams. They recognize that you might play a poorer team, and they make misjudgments in the back row. That's why their record isn't 8-1 or 10-1 or 8-0. These gals are getting fooled somehow, or the top spin is so much greater that I don't see it, and it just pushes that ball right down, because they've been
fooled. The top spin is what gets it to drop, but nonetheless, a good serve there by Melissa Waterman, her ace. That's her 4th of the match. Forces Coach Rogers timeout. His team, both squads have made runs, and we're right back into this critical final few points, and it comes down to who makes a positive play.
Can Waterman avoid the jinx?
Well,
of the timeout mistake.
We've seen it in the past. I haven't noticed it too much today. I mean, we've seen timeouts where teams have won the point, but it's a result of a volley. So the serve was in. That's step one. And now Fort Loramie can go to work and try to break the rhythm. They'll have to do it defensively here.
And there's one off of Carson Henshin's hands that is deflected.
Jinx that we talk about other years, you've seen it where after a timeout, the server hits it in the net or hits it long right away. So good job by Melissa Waterman getting that serve across the net. And
there's an ace by Waterman. as
Game
it's
point.
just a point of indecision between a couple of gals in the back row for
When
the
things are going right, things drop in. When things are going bad, they don't. And
yeah, you're right. So Waterman with a possible GP. Now played nicely. Dries, and off of the block and down for a point for the Redskins.
Big swing by Jada Dries, keeping her team alive with a good solid contact. You mentioned through some hands and contacts and touching at the net by the Rangers.
And that one is wide left. So point to the Rangers. Set number 4 to the Rangers, and all things are equal. 2-2 as we head to set number 4 as the captains 5 as the captains meet out front to decide who's going to get service and who's going to stay home. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie High School, where the Rangers and the Redskins, the visiting Rangers and the homestanding Redskins, are in a volleyball, what do you want to call it, titanic struggle as we are now entering Game 5 with number 3 versus number 6 in the state of Ohio. This will be a short game if you're not familiar. This will only be to 15 by 2 instead of 25. So this is for, I don't know, say all the marbles, but for some good bump in the middle of the season.
Yeah, it's been very entertaining, and these teams, again, we're not surprised, and you knew it would probably be, or would be a dogfight, and that's what it's been, and it's good entertainment, good volleyball action here.
Leffel with the hit and the block, and it's stuffed there by Dries and Dries and Holscher, so it'll be a combo block for those two. Point goes to the Redskins, and Grudish goes back to serve for the Redskins. Free ball to cross by the Rangers, and they're going to get them for somebody in the net on the turn.
Little break for New Knoxville, and I'm not real sure. Boy, I'm always following the ball, and I guess that's why I'm not an official, and there's responsibilities, and they must have caught someone who said in a follow-through get into the net somehow. Yeah. I didn't see it.
I didn't either. There's an ace by Gable. Not played in the back row by the Redskins.
Her first ace, second ace of the match, came in with 18, give her 20 now in the season.
And that one's in the net. She had kept it on the right side of the net. It might have had enough to clear, but she went to the left side, and it was a little bit.
First service error of the match or game. The Rangers, I should say, did not have a service error in Game 4.
Might be the difference. And Dries to serve for the Redskins. And that one is hit out of the middle, and that one is long. Yes.
Holscher's got a break there. Again, that's been tough to stop, and Well, the few times she sent one long, here as of late, they've been in play and get down for kills.
Can you say automatic?
Well, she's been pretty automatic in that position and that particular play or style of offense, yes.
High camp. There's a rip there by Putoff. Played in the back row. Fletterjohn will free ball it across. Halsher with the slide. That one's low. I don't think it was blocked. I think it was in the net. But it doesn't matter. It's a point for the Rangers as they go up 4-2. I can't tell, but I don't think
it looked like it was
blocked.
in the net.
Yeah. And there's a
nice
shot.
dig up by Grudich. That ball had some top or down spin, if you will. She was able to pick it up.
Putoff with a stiff arm shot again. Waterman with a shot down the line, one-handed there by Grudich.
Yep, kept it alive.
And there is a shot by Avery Henschen that trickles along the ribbon and falls down on the Redskins side.
Holscher got
block.
some hands on
Yeah.
it, but I don't know, 50-50 ball, that's what it is. A fraction, it's almost spin the other way.
And there's a bad handle in the back row, and Coach Rogers says timeout. Redskins 6-2. We'll be right back after this message.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Fort Loramie High School, number 3 versus number 6, set number 5 as all things are even, and we're at 6-2 in favor of the Rangers in set number 5. And anything can happen yet.
Just because it's a 4-point lead right now doesn't mean it's game over. So
Going
this is volleyball.
Going to 15, though, that does make things happen
quick. So we're about halfway there. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Schultz dug it, but nobody could play it after that.
I think she thought maybe it was going out, and one of those, how do you want to say, decisions where, well, do you want it to land in or do I want to make a play on it? She chose to make a play on it, which was a difficult one.
And now there's Halscher, and off of the hands of the back row, as I believe Morgan Leffel realized if she'd have kept her hands down, it was long.
Of course, sometimes when you see it coming at your face, it's deer in the headlights mentality, and you protect yourself.
Yes.
And that happens both ways. Everyone has earned their kills that way.
Maurer serving. Henschen receiving. Henschen hitting.
Touched at the net by the Redskins.
Going good off of the deflection at the block, so point goes to the Redskins. 7-4.
There's a case where the deflection threw the ball offline, and
it's one of those, if you leave it alone, I got it.
But again, well struck. Hoying has a solid day. She's been hitting the ball well. Her 4th kill.
Putoff serve is long. Point goes to the Rangers. Okay, Avery Henschen back to serve. Hoying's shot was wide. Her push dink, I'll call it. Summer Hoying's shot was a little to the left, so outside the line. Point goes to the Rangers. Avery serving. Oh, I thought that was in the net. Didn't get cleared the net. Halscher from the back row. Dug there by and set by Gable, approached by Carson Henschen. Down, timeout, Redskins, 10-4. Well, Jeff?
Well, again, it was a good rhythm there. Again, New Knoxville, you kind of feel that play coming. Fort Loramie had a couple attack errors back-to-back. Then the Henschen serve barely makes it across. We all, gasped like, oh, top of the net. And then Fort Loramie just couldn't get it going. And then Knoxville scores a big momentum play, well-struck ball, so a 6-point lead now. In my mind, I always count these down as it's 65. You're up 6-5 to go if you're a New Knoxville fan. Remember, it goes to 15 today for this 5th set, so Fort Loramie's got to get a stop here and go to work. They still have Holscher in the front row. She's been very active here, especially set 4 with 11 kills. So they would like to get her a nice attempt here to try to help her team break this run of offense by the Rangers here as of late.
Okay, Avery Henshin back to serve. See if she can avoid the curse. And that's the handle there by Heitkamp nicely. Holscher with the dig, or the Holscher with the hit. It really almost was a ding.
She almost lost her, I want to say lost her balance. It was bad timing, and I think instead of jumping, she hit it probably flat-footed. And, you know, that's a tough reaction play. Fletterjohn made contact but couldn't keep it alive.
Ratterman in the lineup now for the Redskins in the front row.
But Fort Loramie does get what they needed, and that's side out and serve back to them.
Yep. And there's a hit out of the middle. And
wow, Heitkamp chased it down.
Yeah. I was hoping Heitkamp looked up soon.
I was too.
The wall was closing in, and it ain't right now. Save your body a little bit.
But good attack by Carson Henshin, her 2nd kill of game 5.
Service there by Fletterjohn. Pushed across by Ratterman.
Number 3 with her 3rd kill. New Knoxville 3 points away. Playing with a lot of energy, confidence right now. You can see kind of the emotion, if you will, and that's what volleyball is part of, a lot of emotion. And Fort Loramie needs to get a good break, and they get just what the doctor ordered.
Fletterjohn's shot was in the middle of the net, so it's point to the Redskins. She knew it. She said, my bad.
Yep, it happens. And but boy, Fort Loramie needed that. They're out of timeouts, so Coach Rogers' team has to get it done by themselves, if you will.
They have to dig their way out now. 12-6. There's a set. So that one
net
is
violation.
Net violation.
Kill for Carson Henshin to get a break.
There is a point awarded to the Rangers. The shot was wide, but if you're not familiar with the scoring, she gets credit for the kill because she lured the opponent into the net trying to block the shot. Holscher out of the back row. Leffel off of the net, I believe, maybe off of the block.
But again, Powers, she continues
it down
to hit
right in front of the
a very strong
row.
athlete.
Waterman serving, perhaps
match
GP.
point.
And that one was hit by Summer Hoying on the offhand, not played in the front row by the Rangers.
Well, here they bring in their serving specialist, or number 10, Grace Rose, and that's what he labeled her as. He likes how she places the ball and hit it in certain spots. She's going to have to serve consecutive serves here and a lot to keep Fort Loramie alive.
And there's one. As that ricochets off of the back row, I believe, of Avery Henshin and out of bounds. Point goes to the Redskins, 14-8. And that one's in the net. There's the game. So, in 5, they wave their cordial, nice game. Instead of shaking hands, wave to each other. And the Rangers have prevailed here at Redskins Gymnasium. 15-8 is the final. We'll be back in a couple of minutes to give you the rundown of the stats and give you the final results of today's action. So we'll be right back.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
At Home and Interiors, our team loves to design beautiful yet cost-effective projects. From sleek and simple to elaborate and detailed, we customize to fit your tastes and budget with free interior design and color coordination. Visit our 5,000 square foot kitchen design center and bring your next project to life. Full custom kitchen and bath cabinets are built right here in New Bremen. Home and Interiors, your vision designed for your budget.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gerstner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
Okay, we're back here at Redskin Gymnasium. As you can see, they're cleaning up and tearing down and getting ready for everybody to depart. 5-set match here today, which I don't know. I'm going to try to find a quick clock. I don't know. We've been playing for an hour and a half, I believe. So it's 1:15. Yeah, it's almost 2 hours. So here's Jeff with the stats on
a whole lot of numbers. As you can tell, I won 5 games, and these are the final unofficial numbers. You know, trying to watch a game, talk, and keep track of stuff with a lot of action and super play. We saw New Knoxville wins the kill battle 59-47, won the ace battle 13-10, and surprisingly there, maybe a little bit with the total blocks, if I had this all right, won that battle by 3-9-6. A lot of good play. You're splitting hairs at this point, and although New Knoxville won the 5th and deciding set by 7, a little deceiving there. That last one was a little bit closer. New Knoxville just began to make some good plays towards the end. Fort Loramie continued to dig, but Fort Loramie in that last set also had some service errors and hitting errors, so New Knoxville took advantage of those and prevailed in the 5-set.
Yeah, you know, even though in the second set, I think we went overtime, 26-24.
Yes.
So these matches were that close, Jeff. Mm-hmm. It just, like you said, when you're on a roll, it's staying in. When you're on when things aren't right, it goes out. So I don't know. It's that tight. Go ahead.
I'll try to. A lot of numbers here. I want to get some, both teams involved here. Kenzie Holster for Fort Loramie, 25 kills, 25 kills, 2 aces, 5 blocks. Jada Dries, nice afternoon with 9 kills, 4 aces, and 2 blocks. Hannah Rauterman, 6 kills, 2 blocks. Jaden Putoff, 4 kills and the service ace. Summer Hoyne, 5 kills and a block. Maya Maurer had an ace and a couple blocks as well for the Redskins and for New Knoxville. Avery Henshin led the team and all players today with 27 kills. and participated in 4 blocks. Carson Henson recorded 20 kills, 5 service aces, and 4 blocks. 7 kills from Morgan Leffel. All those kills she earned came into the sets that New Knoxville won, sets 3, 4, and 5. 2 kills from Melissa Waterman, along with 5 service aces. Haley Flutterjohn records her first 2 kills of the season in the service ace. Ellie Gable had a kill in the service ace and was responsible for many of those 59 service errors. And by record here, between Ellie Gable and also Maya Maurer, the setters from both sides that touched the ball time after time again, I think I counted 1 double hit between the 2, or maybe 2. So both those setters, beautiful job chasing down, being the second touch, if you will, every volley for the most part.
Yeah, there were not many referee double hit calls at all.
And I didn't see any either. I mean, I didn't think there should have been. It was just cleanly
the ball
played.
stayed still. The ball stayed still. So, anything else that you'd like to add? Player of the game, all right? If we can call down to the truck, they're going to give us the player of the game, and the player of the game is Avery Henson, number 4 from New Knoxville. Once again, her stats are?
She had 27 kills and 4 blocks, opened up the match with 9 and 8, then 4, then 5 and 1 in the last set, for a total of 27 for her to lead all players today, and was a part of that front line too that tried to, if you will, get touches on Holscher on the other side a lot of times. And a tough job, but job well done. Congratulations to Avery Henson for New Knoxville being our player of the game today.
Yeah, so with this win now, New Knoxville moves to 9-0. Fort Loramie moves to 9-2. So New Knoxville is the winner today. I think that just about concludes most of the stuff that we have here. I just want to go over once again, our scoreboard sponsor was First National Bank. Our keys to the game was Keyhole Pizza. Replays were sponsored by Winners Meats. Starting lineups were sponsored by Sydney Alglaze Audiology, and player of the game, NKTelco, was the sponsor. Remember that Grand Lake Health Systems is happy to make these presentations on NKTelco Sports, and other supporting sponsors are Grand Lake Health Systems, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwieterman, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kinniger Custom Fabrication, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brother, Big Sister of Shelby County and Dark County, Superior Aluminum, the Arushi Inn, Busher's Market, Finishing Touches, Francis Manufacturing, Hoying Service Center, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Boimer Construction, The Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's, and Western Ohio Mortgage. And don't forget that you should follow sports on WCSM AM 1350 and 96.7 FM, and their internet exclusive games on www.wcsmradio.com all season. They're your sports leader in Mercer and Auglaize County. And once again, Grand Lake Health System is happy to be the major sponsor. Our broadcast today, our director, both of these dudes are pretty good. We sometimes have to just make sure we keep them separate so they don't hurt each other. But anyhow, our director today was Bryce Hamrick. His assistant, Scott Robinson. On camera was Jim Miller. The color man, the guy with all the stats, was Jeff Henson. I'm Dennis Henson. We hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you joined the match. It's a great one. Once again, New Knoxville wins in 5 over Fort Loramie at Fort Loramie. That's all for today, folks. Enjoy the weekend. See you again next week.